I know, it's in your face.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Go ahead and call this meeting to order. Val, if you call the roll, please.
Commissioner Snow?
Here.
Commissioner Curry?
Here.
Commissioner Delanoy? Mayor Penny?
Here. At this time, if you have any electronic devices that make noise, please turn them to silent, or better yet, turn them off. If everyone please rise for the invocation led by Commissioner Snow and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Mayor. Dear Lord, today we look around at the people who are here with us, and we hope that we can do the best possible job we can for each of you, each of our peers, and everyone in this city. What matters is the love we show for the job we have and the job we need to do. And what we want more than anything is the safety and security of our community. Bless us with that. Thank you. Amen.
Amen. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner Snow. I think I surprised you a little bit. Sorry about that. So we have two proclamations. There's only one on the agenda, but we have two. And the first is a proclamation for National Safe Boating Week. If you gentlemen would like to come up, I'll read this for you. Just sit right there. I'll read it for you, and we'll come up and we'll do pictures.
Okay.
So this is a proclamation by the mayor of the city of Holly Hill, Florida, declaring National Safe Boating Week, May 16th to May 22nd, 2026 in the city of Holly Hill, Florida. Whereas for many, boating is a popular and quintessential part of life in our coastal community, and the beauty of our local waterways provides endless opportunities for recreation. And whereas while boating is an enjoyable activity, it is vital that boaters remain vigilant and prioritize safety at all times to prevent accidents and save lives. And whereas the vast majority of boating-related fatalities are preventable, and statistics show that wearing a life jacket is the single most effective way to ensure a safe day on the water. And whereas National Safe Boating Week serves as a critical opportunity to educate the public about the importance of life jacket wearing, boat maintenance, and the dangers of boating under the influence. And whereas the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary Flotilla 44 remains dedicated to providing public education and vessel safety checks to ensure that our maritime community remains safe and informed. Now, therefore, I, John Penny, Mayor of the City of Holly Hill, Florida, and on behalf of the City Commission, do hereby proclaim May 16th to 22nd, 2026 as National Safe Boating Week. Would you like to say anything? Or? You don't have to. We're just.
Well, first of all, thank you, Mayor, and thank you to the commissioners. Do I look at you? Do where I face?
If you'll speak into the microphone, we're trying to record it.
Oh, all right. Well, again, thank you, Mayor and commissioners. On behalf of our 66 volunteers, we're very grateful for the recognition. For 85 years, our flotilla was formed right after World War II, in the days immediately after that. And we transitioned from being an offshore coastal defense to what we do now, public education and boating safety. And contrary to a lot of speculation, the members that we have now are not founding members from 1941. But we are very grateful, and we have a big presence in the Holly Hill area. I believe the ramp at the end of LPGA is within your domain, and we just snuck down there and put up some signs, and we'll be having an event. So we thank you for your hospitality, and
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your volunteerism and your service.
Thank you.
Yeah. Come down and take a picture? Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. I keep waiting for mine.
Yeah.
I own a boat. It never move. All right, we have a second proclamation. I guess the chief is going to get this one. Observing National Police Week. You're the only man in uniform here, so you get it, chief. This is a proclamation by the mayor of the city of Holly Hill, Florida, observing National Police Week 2026, May 10th to May 16th. Whereas there are more than 800,000 law enforcement officers serving in communities across the United States, including the dedicated members of the Holly Hill Police Department. And whereas since the first recorded death in 1786, there are currently more than 24,500 law enforcement officers in the United States that have made the ultimate sacrifice and been killed in the line of duty. And whereas the names of these dedicated public servants are engraved on the walls of the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial in Washington, D.C., and whereas 363 new names of fallen heroes are being added to the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial this spring, including 109 officers killed in 2025 and 254 officers killed in previous years. And whereas the service and sacrifice of all officers killed in the line of duty will be honored during the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund's 38th Candlelight Vigil on the evening of May 13th, 2026. And whereas the Candlelight Vigil is part of the National Police Week, which will be observed this year, May 11th to 16th, and whereas May 15th is designated as Peace Officers Memorial Day, in honor of all fallen officers and their families, and the U.S. flags shall be flown at half-staff. Now, therefore, I, John Penny, Mayor of the City of Holly Hill, Florida, and on behalf of the City Commission, do hereby observe May 10th to 16th, 2026, as National Police Week 2026. Okay, now we'll move on to,
There's an issue with the Wi-Fi. It keeps going in and out, so
okay,
the agenda won't, it's going to take a few minutes for it to come back up.
okay.
I mean, we could still go, but the agenda itself's not going to show up there yet.
Does anyone need a copy of the agenda? You can't hear me? Yes. No. We're still working the bugs out of this thing, so thank you for your patience. I'll get closer to the microphone. Is that better? This thing is like I'm eating it almost. Sorry. We'll move to item 3, which is public comments. This is the time for the audience to address the commission on anything not on our regular agenda. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to speak? Yes, sir.
I do.
Come on up. You know the routine, right?
Yeah, I'm a repeat offender.
Okay, so our timer won't work, so I'll have to time you. We need your name and the city you live in, and 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Good evening, sir and ma'ams. Mr. Mayor, I want to bring to your attention some concerns about the senior citizens, which I have spoken to quite a few of them, over 100. And I did let them know if I am elected, this is something most likely you and I and the other commissioners could work on. I just want to bring it to your attention because I promised them that I would, okay? So, I spoke to the county. Yes, the city of Holly Hill of Florida can initiate a senior transportation program, while Volusia County has primary services such as Votron and VoRide app. Municipalities can develop supplementary programs. Such programs often focus on specialized needs door to door, because the gentleman that I spoke to isn't a walker. These programs, they do charge our seniors. So I gave it some thought. I did research it. I did reach out, and that's why I want to bring it to your attention, because I think we're going to work good on this. FTA Section 5310, enhance mobility of seniors and individuals with disability. The formula funding is the primary source, providing grants to state, local governments, and nonprofit capital operating expenses. That means they would help us fund this program. And when I spoke to the county about it, they like the idea because it's going to bring the community together. So think about it. If we have a bus that can accommodate people that need help, you utilize it for hurricanes, emergency situations, and they'll help us with the funding. I promised, and I came here to share it with everybody here. And on that, that's going to be my new slogan. I want this put in the minutes, Miss Valerie. Promises made and promises kept, because that's what we're going to do. They need help. Please. And
Thank
that's
you.
it.
Mayor, if I
Thanks,
may, the public needs to know that we do not do verbatim minutes, that these minutes are available online.
Thank
So just wanted to make that clear.
Thank
So
you.
when anybody comes up to the podium to speak, their name is mentioned, that they came forward, but we do not type verbatim minutes.
Thank you.
Tomato, tomato. Promises made, promises kept.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir. Thank you. I'm sorry, sir. We don't encourage outbursts during our public meetings, so thank you. Anyone else in the audience wish to address us? You'll be next, sir.
I've been hiding. Phil Wabi, I live in Holly Hill. A couple months ago when I was here last, I asked about the US 1. There was some damage on the culverts and the drainage. I was wondering if anything got taken out. I know we're in rainy season now. I wanted to know, did those pipes get jetted out? Or I don't know if we have anybody from Public Works that can talk about that and tell us if... because as we know, that area around 6th Street floods, and there's some other areas, and I was under the impression that this was damage caused by the overhead to underground work. It could be just from people that believe more in curb suppression than you and I. I did get to another thing. I also got to meet with Officer Kilpatrick and Gibby the other day about some graffiti all up and down US 1. They were very professional and took a police report, and I was wondering if there was any other police reports and anything happening in the city about the graffiti up and down US 1. It's bad enough that most of our major intersections have homeless people begging at it. I know we've tried in the past to discourage that. It's a danger to motorists and other people in the area with them coming out and wandering through cars. But so hopefully, we can brighten and improve our city in our looks and get rid of some of the graffiti and, get people to donate to valid causes and not just homeless people with a sign that says, "Why lie? I need a beer." And that was it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And you were next, sir.
Ms. Madden, would you like my papers? Good evening, Council. My name is Matt Tomasello, as most of you know who I am. I'm here to talk to you today about that gentleman right there. Oh, that gentleman there has repeatedly called me an idiot over the last 48 hours. You did too. You're a bold-faced liar, Mr. Forte. You are a bold-faced lawyer. In the past 48... Why does he keep interjecting?
Just address us, please, sir.
Okay, freedom of speech. I'd like to say that in the last 48 hours, I've had to make 2 police reports on him concerning his bizarre behavior and referencing my wife at 1:31, 3:28, and 4:09 in the morning over the last 2 days on what I should or should not be doing with my wife. That is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I'd also like to point out that Mr. Forte has also made my child's personal court records public record. So, for the record, I would like to put in that I believe him to live at 60 Cochise Court, Palm Coast, Florida.
He's now violating the law because my address is prohibited because it's my past.
It's protected because of the legal.
Violating the law.
I Googled it.
You're violating the law.
I Googled
You
it.
are violating the law. I'm putting you on notice right now. You are violating the law.
I Googled it.
You are violating the law
Why is your address protected?
because of my past law enforcement service.
Your city claims there is no history of your law enforcement service.
Should not
You are violating the law. You're,
comments.
Mr. Mayor, I would like his immediate termination, please.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like this idiot to sit down.
Mr. Mayor, you heard that for the record. Ms. Manning, everyone heard that? That Mr. Forte has referred to me as an idiot.
Yes.
Unprofessional in the city chambers.
Sir, please just address me. You have 1 minute left.
That's fine. So he wants to keep calling me an idiot. Okay. Okay. Excuse you.
Yes, I'll respond to that, Mayor. I'll respond to that. I wished his wife a happy Mother's Day. A happy Mother's Day, I wished his wife. That's all I said. I didn't refer to him as an idiot. I told him the email that he provided about Commissioner Curry was presented to 2 idiots, and they were able to understand it better than what he did.
That's right.
Never called him an idiot. Never mentioned him an idiot. I have the right, because you're proving me right, I have the right to send emails any time of the day or night I wish to. I don't initiate emails.
Mr. Mayor, I
I
don't
respond
think we need
to
shouting from the
emails.
audience. Can
And
we
the-
keep decorum,
And
please?
Mr. Tomasello has now made several criminal charges, false criminal charges, that I'm now going to seek criminal charges against him for filing false allegations.
Sir, we won't tolerate any more outbursts from the audience. You need to remain professional. Thank you. Is there anyone else in the audience that would like to address the commission on anything not on our regular agenda? I think I'm the only one that knows your name.
No, not true. He went to school with Forrest.
James Pollitt, 509 6th Street in Holly Hill. I hope this is not too mundane for the city commission. Perhaps there's somewhere else I should address this. The corner of 6th and Daytona Avenue in Holly Hill is a two-way stop street going east and west. You know this.
We were just talking about
Yeah,
that
we were just
in a
talking
workshop
about this at our-
an hour ago. We were just talking about that.
I hardly ever travel across Daytona Avenue headed west. I have no reason to, but I drove around there one day anyway just to see. And actually, the north-south view is not bad when you're headed west. I, on the other hand, am mostly headed east. And that's okay. There's a nice stop sign there at Daytona Avenue, eastbound on 6th. The problem is getting a view from oncoming traffic looking north and south down Daytona Avenue. It's not real bad looking to the south. To the north, it's pretty difficult to get a view without getting the front of my car out into the intersection. Now, a lot of the view obstruction is due to trees, and I do not recommend cutting down the trees. Daytona Avenue has always been a very nice tree-lined street ever since I walked home from elementary school on that road. Now, there is a problem, I think, with vehicles parked along the right-of-way, obstructing the view, and I confess I should have looked up in the city statutes if there's any parking regulations regarding violation of the right-of-way by parked vehicles. Now, there are four-way stops along Daytona Avenue at 2nd Street, 3rd Street, 7th Street, 8th Street, 10th Street, and 11th Street, more currently known as LPGA Boulevard. And while I don't like stop-and-go driving any more than the next guy, especially since my Honda has a standard transmission, I would ask if y'all would consider asking Public Works to make the intersection of 6th and Daytona a four-way stop street. All the more reason because since there's no north-south stop between 3rd and 7th, that gives people who are not prone to observing the speed limit 4 blocks to make a run for it. Anyway, thank you. Y'all have a nice evening.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else in the audience like to address the commission this evening? Seeing none, we'll close out its participation and try to answer a couple of questions. Chief, you know anything about graffiti on US 1?
Can he come up?
You got to come up so we can record you.
Now you should know the routine.
Byron Williams, Chief Hollyhill Police Department. Yes, we were made aware of the graffiti, and my officer did take the report at Mr. Wabi's place of business. Yeah.
Any other around any other?
It's a lot of different graffiti on different things, light poles. A lot of different graffiti throughout the city itself. We were documenting it, and I think it was all documented in the report itself for to go back and further follow up and clean up on.
All right, thanks. Joe, you know anything about culverts on US 1?
I don't know specifically. I don't know if Steve has any information on it.
Steve Youngs, Deputy Director, Public Works. I don't have any specific information on culverts that were damaged. The stormwater on US 1 is maintained by FDOT. That said, if it was damaged during the overhead to underground, then I would like to just ask where the locations are, and I'll pass that along to the contractors.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. 6th and Daytona, we're just talking about that in a workshop. How you kind of get used to the four-way stops, and then there's an occasional two-way stop, and you're about to get killed. Speaking of Daytona Avenue, it might not be so tree-ridden after tomorrow. Asplund is in town, and they are whacking things down in my neighborhood.
And Mr. Mayor, if we may, can Public Works take a ride to see if any intersections need to be cleared just as a temporary measure until we decide about adding stop signs or not?
To take a look at obstructions?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want them driving the entire city.
No, Daytona Avenue.
Yeah, well, yeah, we can do that.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I've got it written down.
Okay.
His mic's not on.
Jeff, your mic is on. Your mic. Push the. Yeah, make it green. Just push it one time. Now
There
you're
you
good.
go.
You got to get real close to it.
Yeah. Anyway, I was just making that a point. They want to check that out. That might be part of the problem.
Okay. All right. Any other
No, sir.
comments?
I would like to add, on our website, we have worked with Votran to make sure that anybody can access transportation. I think it's called Vo Access. So you can call, you can talk with them, and you can arrange personal transportation at any time. It's all on our city website. And if you would just pass on the phone numbers that are on there, that would help those people who need it.
Very good information.
Thank you. Now we'll move to item 4, which is approval of the minutes of the April 28th regular city commission meeting.
I'll
And
make a motion to approve both the minutes and the workshop minutes.
Thank you.
Sorry, I jumped the gun.
I'll second.
Any discussion needed amongst the commission?
No.
No.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries unanimously. Now we'll move to our regular agenda, which is 2026-R-25, disaster debris.
Resolution number 2026-R-25 by title
I thought I
only.
forgot something.
No.
First and only reading.
Yeah, the
A resolution of the
second
City Commission of the City of Holly Hill,
No, I
Florida,
said both.
authorizing the city manager to execute the third of the one-year extensions to agreement RFP 19 PW-16 with Phillips Heavy Inc., Crowder Golf Joint Venture Inc., and Suris Environmental Services Inc. for emergency debris hauling with an increase of 2.3% to their respective rate schedules, and authorizing the city manager to execute the third of the one-year extensions to agreement RFP 19-PW-15 with Tetra Tech Inc., Rostan Solutions LLC, and Thompson Consulting Services LLC for emergency debris monitoring at their current rates, providing for severability and providing for an effective date.
Okay, yeah.
Anything to add, Joe?
Nope.
Anyone from the audience like to comment on this?
On that particular thing?
Yes, sir. Seeing no one close public participation, entertain a motion for approval.
Motion for approval, 2026-R-25.
Second.
Any discussion necessary?
No.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries unanimously. Now we'll move to 2026-R-26.
Resolution 2026-R-26 by title only for first and only reading. A resolution of the City Commission of the City of Holly Hill, Florida, authorizing the city manager to execute a lighting agreement with Florida Power and Light, FPL, to install 77 street light fixtures on US 1 between Walker Street and the northern city limits, and to approve a contribution in aid of construction payment to FPL in the amount of $111,871.65 for this work, providing for severability and providing an effective date.
Anything to add, Joe?
That contribution in aid of construction payment is a non-refundable payment to the utility to cover the cost of installation, as the cost of the installation will exceed the cost of the utility's expected revenue from the new infrastructure. We would have to pay that regardless of who would do the installs. In this case, FPL is doing the install, so they'd be getting the payment.
Thank you. Any questions for staff?
No.
Anyone from the audience like to comment on this issue? Seeing none, we'll close items participation. Entertain a motion for approval.
I'll make a motion to approve 2026-R-26.
I'll second it.
Any discussion necessary?
No.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries unanimously. Now we'll move to 2026-R-27.
Resolution 2026-R-27 by title only for first and only reading. A resolution of the City Commission of the City of Holly Hill, Florida, approving change order number 1 in the amount of $11,238.56, and change order number 2 in the amount of $4,227.94 to the agreement with Concept Systems to complete the audio-video upgrades to the City Commission chambers and large conference room, and authorizing the city manager to execute the same, providing for conflicts, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
Steve's got just a quick update on what's happening with the TVs.
Hello, Steve Youngst, Deputy Director of Public Works. The update is on change order number 1. The decoder and the encoder are basically transmitter receiver so that we can get everything working with the screen and the televisions together. But the second part that's in there for the speakers, I'd assume the speakers were for the dais. This is actually for the commission, for the large conference room, so that if there's overflow, if there's a large meeting, folks can hear it from the large conference room as well.
Like we used to.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you. Anyone from the audience like to discuss this? Seeing none, we'll close audience participation and entertain a motion for approval.
Motion to approve 2026-R-27.
I second it.
Any discussion necessary?
Yeah.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Carries unanimously. Val, is there, remember the knob in the back, does that control the main volume now, or there? Okay. Is, no, that doesn't. Yeah, we're gonna have to get with Scott or someone.
As long as you guys are talking inside the mic like this, everybody should be able to hear you, because right now we're at 100%.
Okay.
If you're talking to the side and stuff like that, you're not going to hear it. You got to remember to turn the mics on
Okay.
and talk into it.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll try to follow instructions.
And if you turn them off, there's a speaker here you can hear.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, mine went off after 5 minutes, I think.
Just
so.
do a quick hit. Yeah.
There, it's on.
Well, I just touched it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now that we'll figure that out. So we'll move to communications from our city manager.
Thank you, Mayor. Kim, Mr. Tomasello, you're more than welcome to come up here and video me directly if you'd like. Perfect. Mayor, as you know, I spoke with each one of you in my office this week, and this is a day that I didn't think would come this soon. But I'm going to read to you my notice of retirement. After many years of dedicated service to the city of Holly Hill, I'm writing to formally announce my retirement as city manager effective August 14th, 2026. The decision has not come easy. Serving this community has been one of the greatest honors of my professional life. Throughout my career in public service, beginning as a firefighter right here in Holly Hill nearly 36 years ago, and now serving as your city manager, I've had the privilege of working alongside exceptional elected officials, employees, and residents who care deeply about this city and its future. Over the past several months, I've spent considerable time reflecting on both my personal and professional life. More recently, health concerns and my desire to spend time with my wife, children, and grandchildren have played a significant role in my decision to retire. While I once envisioned a much different timeline for this transition, God has set forth a path for me, and I believe the time is right to begin the next chapter of my life. My final commission meeting as city manager will be on August 11th, and I intend for my final day of employment to be Friday, August 14th, 2026. Until that time, I remain fully committed to ensuring a smooth and orderly transition, including completion of the upcoming budget and assisting in any manner that may benefit the City Commission and this organization. I want to thank you again for the opportunity to serve this community and for the confidence you have placed in me over the years. Holly Hill will always hold a special place in my heart, and I will leave this position with immense pride in all we have accomplished together. Sincerely. So tonight is not the night for speeches and recognitions. I would like to reserve that opportunity for August 11th. This evening,
You're okay. You're okay.
I'm asking for your vote to accept my notice
You're such a weird
and to agree that this is better, that is better for me to work through the next 3 months transition period where I can help train the staff to carry on in my absence and to be paid out the additional personal leave earned above my maximum. I feel it's better for me to remain here and train than it is for me to take that time off. That's all I have.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. So Scott, we need to make a motion to accept Joe's resignation.
Well, he's asked you to. You can't stop him. So by not accepting it doesn't mean anything, but it's more of a mere formality.
Okay.
More symbolic than anything else.
Was this more of a retirement, not a resignation?
It's retirement.
It's a retirement.
Yeah, so you don't want to make that statement that you're
Yeah,
resigning.
it's retirement.
You're retiring, yes.
Mayor, would you like a motion?
Yes, I think we should have a motion.
I don't really want to make this motion, but I'm going to honor your request. So I will make the motion to accept his retirement letter.
And I second that.
So I have a motion and a second on the floor. Is there anyone from the audience that'd like to discuss this matter?
Philip Wabi. I live in Holly Hill, and I'm in fear for this city. Because this man, anytime that I've had a problem, this man has been able to take care of it. Any other problems that I haven't brought to him, which I should have, nothing's happened. That's why I'm standing at these meetings now. Because the only person that has actually solved things in this city has been this man. And I've lost tenants because people have blocked progress. I've had issues because people have blocked progress. And so I'm in fear for how things will be so black and white moving forward. And we need somebody that can see the different scales of gray and move forward to help the city grow, as Joe Forte did. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Thanks, Phil.
Is there anyone else that'd like to address the commission on this matter? Seeing none, we'll close audience participation. Is there any further discussion needed amongst the commission?
I would just like to say it's unfortunate that a small group of negative Nellies has to have a hand in this, because Joe, everywhere I've ever gone for a conference, for training, for anything across this state, everybody knows you. Everybody says you guys are lucky to have him as a city manager. This city has been very lucky to have you as a city manager. And I'm not going to get into my speech right now, but
I just want to make it clear.
I thought I was going to go before you.
I did too. I just want to make it clear that this decision has nothing to do with people running for office, for people that live in this community. It has to do with my health. And it comes from genetics, really. So I'm going to take God's warning, and I'm going to do what He thinks I should do, and I'm going to enjoy my family.
You enjoy those grandbabies.
That's what I'm going to do.
Those beautiful grandbabies. That's all I have tonight, sir.
Any more discussion?
Of course. Thank you, Joe, for all that you've done. And we're not letting you out of here a minute early.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job.
Top that, JD. So, like Joe said, this is a formality at this time. There will be a time for the speeches and the pats on the backs at a later date. Got a lot of moving parts, and we appreciate Joe. I appreciate you giving us a 3-month transition. It's more than most people would give. I've heard of less than 30 days. So we've got a lot of answers that you have the answers to a lot of our questions.
Yes.
And So the only way you're going to get away from me is if you change your cell phone number. But you may have to do that.
If I did, you'd have the new number.
So we have a motion and a second on the floor. We've had some discussion. Any further discussion amongst the commission? All those in favor of accepting Mr. Forte's retirement letter with his suggestions for his retirement plan, signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Carries unanimously. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Scott, you got anything for us? Val, you got any events coming up? Not till Christmas.
How easy we forget.
So I'll go ahead and start us off with a couple of good things going on in our community. If you've driven down US 1 and past LPGA, you'll see a lot of trash on the side of the road. The buildings are gone. They're demolished. They're not all taken away, but progress is coming. So we're excited. I'm excited about that. Planning and permitting and site plans are going fast and furious with the Duncan at the north end of town. I'm excited about that. Mr. Forte and the chief and I have had several meetings recently with our elementary school, with our superintendent, and with the planning department at the school district, and moving forward with some changes coming to the school campus. Recently, as today, Joe and I and Brian had meetings with the YMCA about potential for some significant capital improvements at our YMCA. Some fundraising coming in the near future to hopefully make some significant changes. That building was never intended or built for a YMCA. And they've done great things around the county. They're building a brand new facility in Flagler. And looks like we're next in line. So I'm excited about that. So a lot of positive things, positive momentum going on in our community. And I'll go ahead and pass it on to Commissioner Snow.
I would like to add that the YMCA currently has this incredible wheelbarrow displayed in the lobby. It's filled with gardening tools, potting soil, plant food, children's tools, adult tools, and raffle tickets are $5 each. It's a wonderful way to start out replacing all your frozen dead stuff. So stop by the Y and buy some tickets. Thank you.
Anything else, ma'am?
Yeah.
Commissioner Curry?
Yes, sir. First of all, I want to apologize to anybody that saw me flip off Matt Tomasello. He flipped me off, so it was a reaction. So anybody else, it was not meant for you. Since Matt Tomasello wanted us to read an email before we came tonight, I wanted to address his email. The email chain sent to us that reflects a pattern of hostile and inappropriate communications that the city manager, city staff, and elected officials have dealt with for quite some time from him. Make public records request of our emails. You'll see the disgusting and vulgar language used by him. While every citizen has the right to contact their government, request public records, and express concerns, there's a line between legitimate criticism and repeated vulgar, personal, and inflammatory attacks. The city has consistently worked to respond appropriately and fulfill its obligations under Florida state law, despite the volume and tone of these communications. No employee or public official should be subjected to ongoing harassment, personal attacks. At some point, professionalism, respect, and basic civility forward and focus on the business of serving our residents. Our community deserves better than ongoing personal conflict and division. And then lastly, I have something about the election season. This election season has become more contentious than many of us have seen or would like to see. And I believe our community deserves better. Healthy debate is important. We've had plenty of that up here over the years. But encouraging negativity, hostility, personal attacks, and division among neighbors is harmful to the fabric of our city. We are more than politics. We are a small town made up of families, businesses, churches, volunteers, and lifelong friendships. Long after this election's over, we will still be neighbors. We all want what is best for this city, and the future should be built on respect, unity, and positivity, not negativity and division. And that's all I have to say, sir.
Thank you.
Thank everybody for coming.
JD.
I don't have anything to say.
Anyone else have anything for the good of the order? Seeing none, we'll stand adjourned.